I don't normally road this skid steer anywhere, but that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I parked, I don't think you can see it through the dirty windows, but way over there at Dad's. Well, I say way, not too far. I'm roading about a quarter of a mile on the skid steer, I guess. I parked over there to unload because it's wet down here in the field. I didn't want to try to come down here and have to either back out or take the chance of trying to turn around and get stuck, because I pretty much knew I'd get stuck if I did try to turn around down here. So it was just as easy to park there at Dad's and road down here. But I'm going to get down here. We're going to stack this pecan up and get it ready to ship out. Hopefully they'll try to come after this stuff either this evening or tomorrow is what I'm hoping for. They can get this stuff weighed. Kind of anxious to see how it goes. I think Dad's actually buying up quite a bit of pecan in the area right now just because of this little deal, which isn't a bad thing right now. You know, it's so wet to work anywhere. We can't hardly get in and get any timber out. It's this wet weather here and basically about all of Missouri. All of Missouri is pretty wet right now because we've got jobs going down here in southwest Missouri. We've got jobs going in northern Missouri. We got some stuff to do in central Missouri, and it's wet everywhere. Freezing and thawing. The roads are falling out of sight right now. It's just that time of the year. I mean, it's not like we're surprised by any of this. I mean, it's that time of the year for this stuff, and that's just logging. That's just logging. But the good thing about these track machines is we can kind of work a little bit when some other people can't that don't have them, because we can still get in a few places and do some things. So as long as you can make a little bit of money every day is what my dad always told me. You don't have to make a lot every day, but you need to make a little every day. So that's I've always kind of taken that to heart. So that's what I try to do. Even if it's not a lot, I try to get out there and do a little. Kind of see all the water standing from the rains we've had the last couple days. But they're calling for warm weather the next 2 days up in the 60s. Then another cold front pushes in, and we've got cold weather down in the high 20s and low 30s for a few days after that. So crazy Missouri weather for sure. Man, that is nasty. We'll get all this fixed up here though, best we can. We'll haul some gravel in. Bad as I hate to, the gravel is kind of an unexpected expense, but we're going to do whatever it takes to make things right and keep this looking good. Now, I'm actually going to pile these logs right up here, not on that corner. So we'll get these piled up. Pretty good bunch of them all together. We'll get them piled up, get them ready to ship out. A little greasy. The good thing about this is this will disc right out when they work the field up, because we're not really cutting down very far. We're just kind of slopping around. And even after that, what I'll probably do is here in another day or so, probably Thursday, because we're going to try to work down here, cut a few more trees, either tomorrow or Thursday. I'll take the bucket and put it on here when the wind and sun hits this, and I'll try to back drag this and smooth it out. But like I said, no further than we're cutting down, this will disc right up, so that's not that big of a deal to do what we're doing. Now, if you're in here with the truck or like the skidder, we'd cut some bigger ruts, but that's the good thing about these tracks is running lower ground pressure. Got two different piles of logs here. We're keeping them separate because this little bunch here, now this little bunch is just the product of 4 trees. But they were 4 big trees. Like I said, being able to utilize so much of the tree makes a big difference on what we can drag out. This is the first time we've ever even done a deal like this, selling logs by weight, by the ton. I know a lot of people do it, but this is the first time we've ever had that option here, and it's only with this pecan and hickory. I think it'll be a really good deal. The part I like best is how we can utilize so much more of the tree. That's always been kind of my biggest thing with with logging in our part of the world is we don't have a market for that fuel wood or chip wood. I know a lot of guys do, and we always get a lot of comments on our YouTube channel here about all the slash we leave behind. Well, the reason be, there's nowhere to go with it. There's no markets for it here. This is pretty much just saw, log, and pallet material markets, what we generally have on our oak and stuff. And even then, when you're figuring that stuff by the foot, it's hard to really justify dragging out stuff that's under 12 inches in diameter just because there's no volume in it. I didn't think I could get that one. Too big. But this tonnage deal's I think it'll be a really great deal for everybody. I don't know how long it'll last. I honestly don't expect it to last that long with this. But we're definitely going to take advantage of it while we can, kind of get it while the getting's good. Sun's trying to peek through right now and clear off. Hopefully it does. I'd kind of like to see some sunshine. Oh, that's a chunk. Oh boy, that is a chunk. Stay there. Yeah, it's starting to clear off pretty good now. Even this morning it was still kind of raining, even snowing in some places here local. We didn't have any accumulation, luckily. I'm doing something I don't normally do. I'm actually running my skid steer in the high gear right here, sorting logs. And a lot of times I'll shift gears, like when I'm going to and from. I'll shift from the low side to the high side. But in this greasy stuff like this, there's a lot less resistance. And I just run in the high side all the time because it doesn't put the machine in such a strain. Now up here on this, where I'm piling these logs, kind of up here, I'm shifting down before I make my turn. Then I get back out here, I'm in the high end. Back up here and try to grab both of these. Hopefully it'll fit. Maybe I can get it this time. That's heavy. This old pecan's pretty heavy stuff. It won't take very long with some good sunshine and some wind. This will actually dry out pretty quick down here. Up there, you. Gosh darn it. We need to move this out of the way here. That over there. Come on now. There we go. Just where I wanted it. Oh boy, just barely. Just barely. Be a couple pretty good piles of pecan, especially by the time we get the rest of these out here the next day or so. Stay on there now. Pieces. This one over here. If you kind of watch my movements with my boom, I've got a lot of bad habits with it. Like right now, I always like to pack logs my boom up because I like to see what's directly in front of me. And a lot of times that kind of makes you, ooh, don't roll, she roll. That kind of makes you top heavy there. It makes the nose want to dip and bounce, which I don't think it's a good deal. But like I said, I got some bad habits I need to try to kick. And I'm always moving the boom around a lot too. And I notice it a lot, and I kind of get onto myself, and then my mind gets somewhere else, and I forget about it. That might be too much to grab. Oh, come on. Yep, that's too much to grab. We're about to get him. Come on, you aggravating. Two more pieces. If the wind and sun will hit this, I'll come back down here today and try to smooth some of this out just where it looks a little better. I'm always big on aesthetics. I like things to look good when we're done. And even though, like I said, they're going to disc this up, run the disc over it, or chisel plow, and it don't mean nothing to them, it still means something to me. Just because I like when we leave a place, or I want it to look good. Packed up here, and that's it. There we go. Like I said, it's not terrible, but to me, it is. Nobody's a bigger critic on myself than me, I'll promise you. See if we can get this little stick here picked up. Just throw it over here out of the way. Kind of come back over here. And it's not what I wanted to do at all. That's good enough. I don't want to get into that. But yeah, that's not terrible, all things considered. But we'll definitely slick it up a little bit more. Get this guy here.